everybody. You are tuned in to Show and Tell Gospel, where we are always busy keeping God famous. I'm your host, Paris L. Ritter, and I'm super excited because I got a prayer warrior in the room, and it is never a bad day when you got somebody with a good prayer life by your side, okay? So, guys, I need you to welcome today Miss Amber Morson. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
Yes, I'm excited too because
it's been a while.
It's been a long time. I know. We have a mutual best friend.
Yes.
That's how we met. And we actually get along.
I know.
So I'm like totally crazy. Amber's like totally not. So the fact that we get along is a really good thing.
Yeah.
So tell us about yourself. Who are you? What do you do?
Okay, so a little bit about myself. My name is Amber, like you said. I like to say that I'm a facilitator of success, and so I do that by being a life coach through a business that I started called Advice by Amber, and I also do college and career consulting. So like resumes, helping people to figure out what to do next after high school as far as scholarships, college applications, and I also do grad school admissions process as well.
Awesome. How did you get into that?
So the life coaching part was just because I saw a need for millennials to have faith in life. So it just seemed like I was coming in contact with a lot of people who were Christians, but like low down Christians, if that makes sense. So it's like not as bold.
Like low in their faith, not really sure. Got you.
Yeah. So I just felt like it was a responsibility for me to kind of be the one to stand up and show them like you can live in the fullness of God just as you are. You don't have to, amp yourself up, do anything different than just be who God called you to be. So that's how that started. And then the college and career part, it's just something I'm really good at. And I'm a first generation college student, so I had to figure out a lot of stuff on my own. And so I want to prevent the pitfalls that I fell through for other people.
Yeah, awesome. That's good.
So yeah, it's been really, really good too. I recently just awarded, well, I personally didn't award, but a student that I was working with got $23,000 scholarship for my health. And
$23,000.
I didn't even get that for myself. So it's like, it's just really good. So my phone been blowing up with people trying to get help with scholarships. So it's been exciting.
That's awesome. That's really good.
Thank you.
So what made you write a book?
So I like to say that I'm like an accidental author sometimes because I didn't set out to necessarily write a book. So I got my heart broken. I was talking to this guy that you know about. Mm-hmm. And so it just didn't work out. And so I was in like an awkward place. I wouldn't say that I was like depressed or anything like that, but I definitely spiritually was like drained. And so I would try to pray, didn't know what to say, and I just felt like I had to just release something. So I started to write in a journal, just prayers every day about anything, not just about what I was going through, but what I would see in society, what people would be going through in my family. I just started writing. And so before I knew it, I had a lot of prayers. And so I'm like, I can just keep going and make a prayer devotional because I bought them myself and they helped me. So I'm like, I could just make a book. And that's kind of what happened. So.
See, I encourage people to write their prayers all the time. I think that prayer journals are so dope because a lot of times we say stuff, even in the simplest things, we say things and we kind of forget. Like you could even tell somebody, I'll be there, girl, at whatever. And then the day comes for you to be there and you're like, I totally forgot I thought I was going to be there. Mm-hmm. So I always encourage people to write their prayers because you can go back. Yeah. And then like you can see like, oh my goodness, God made that happen for me. Mm-hmm. Like that is so dope. And it kind of increases and encourages your faith a little bit when you're able to see like the things that you asked God for are actually happening. Yeah. Or you can see what you prayed for wasn't necessarily what God needed to answer. And now you're at a better place where you can see why God, I'm grateful you did not answer that prayer.
Yeah, I definitely encourage it because I write down my goals and things like that, but never prayer. So this was the first time and it's been really a blessing, not just to myself, but a lot of people.
Awesome. So how'd you come up with the title, No Prayer, No Power?
So that actually came from my overseer. Her name is Overseer Drusilla White. And so she always used to say, no prayer, no power. Like anyone that knows her, she's a very like radical, like faith, praying, foundational type of person. So it was just something I always heard growing up. And so when I had got out of this relationship, that's what I started to hear in my spirit was just no prayer, no power. So it's like the only way I'm going to get out of this is not talking to all my friends, getting everybody's opinion, but talking to the one who can help me, which is God. So that's really where my power had came from.
Mm-hmm. So how do you create a lifestyle of prayer?
Mm-hmm. I would say you have to be intentional about it. And as a Christian, I guess it may sound weird to say be intentional about prayer when it's something that you should just do. But just like we get up and brush our teeth, make sure our edges is not like curly in the summer. Like, it's just something that I enjoy doing. I make it a part of my schedule. And so God really has been dealing with me on being consistent in prayer. So like, I would pray all the time, but it wasn't like every single hour of every single day. And he told me that it doesn't have to always be. So just making sure I fit it in at least once a day, if not multiple times a day, which is now I drive on my way to work, when I'm in the car, when I see people on the side of the road, I just say, get the glory, God. I just always am like praying now. And so like just realizing that it doesn't have to be like sit down for an hour and pray. It's just like, just as long as your spirit is like always in communication with God, just like with anybody, is I think what helps me to develop that daily walk of prayer.
So what does prayer look like? Because you said that it's not just getting on your hands and knees and praying for an hour. So what can a simple prayer be? Because I know a lot of people, especially when you're new to Christianity and you hear the bishop or the pastor or the overseer that's praying, and you feel like you got to pray like them. You know what I mean? So it's like you feel like the longer your prayer is, the better it is. The shorter it is, like the worse it is. So how can you help someone identify what prayer looks like and helping them know that like this prayer stop you?
For me, one of the most simplest ways to pray but most profound is to just say, Lord, your will be done, and like guide my steps. So I say that a lot. Or I'll say, now God, this is what I want. I want A, B, and C. I'm praying for this. I need help with this. But if you don't see fit, don't let it happen, and I let it go. So I try to take the stress out of prayer and my flesh out of prayer, if that makes sense. So not always what I want, my agenda of things that I want to accomplish or get help in or more money or more finances, but just saying, Lord, what do you want from me? And then helping me to, I guess, not necessarily want it for myself, but helping me to recognize it when it comes. So like if I'm praying for a new job, for example, like, Lord, so I'm going to apply to these and I'm not going to stress. Whatever one is for me, let it happen. If not, I'm just going to keep applying. So things like that, just really put in I don't want to say put the pressure on God, but he can handle it and we can't. So that's really what I try to do in my prayers. Just keep it simple, give it to him, and just let it go.
That's good. That's awesome. Because I'd be like, Lord, where you at? Like, I done prayed.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that too. So like, I definitely, there's sometimes on certain topics that I'm praying about, like just reminding him like, okay, I know I'm not crazy. Let me go find this scripture. If I can't find it, let me Google scriptures on this. Okay, you said this. So I'm expecting something. So that's the key to prayer. I didn't say that, is expectancy. Like I always expect something to happen. From the longest to the shortest prayer, I'm always looking. Like,
and you see, and that's so. It took me a minute to get to that place to expect things from God. I always felt like that was wrong. Like I don't like. Not that I was taught that. I just personally felt like I shouldn't be feeling like I'm supposed to get something from God, and it's like, well, He's the giver of all things. You know what I mean? So it's like, no, it's okay. It's kind of like on your birthday, you expect something from. You expect gifts from your friends and family. So why not come to church or when you're in prayer with expectancy in your heart? So do you have any new books coming out? And if not, how can people get in contact with you to purchase your book that you have currently, and as well as all the other services you provide?
Okay, so my website is advisedbyamber.com. That's ADVISED by Amber.com. And so you can get my book on there. You can get it on Amazon, Kindle. It's also on Kindle. And then I'm not currently coming out with a new book, but I am working on a new one called Faith, Vision, Action is on You. And so that's my kind of like tagline.
Faith, vision, action is on you.
Yeah, so what that means, if you take it out of faith and is out of vision and on out of, I said that wrong. If you take it out of faith, and then if you take is out of vision and then on out of action, it is on who to be successful is on you. So that's kind of what that means. And so the book is just about how to be like successful, how to reach your goals, and just kind of how to stay passionate. So really about like how to revive your passion and keep it going. So
what does success look like? 'Cause I feel like everyone sees the celebrities and they're like, oh, that's the level of success that I want, which is totally fine.
Yeah.
But some people feel like if they're not there, then they're not successful at all. So what does success look like?
I feel like it's different for everybody. I personally haven't figured out one definition of success, but my definition for myself is being who God called me to be and getting everything that He said I can have.
Yeah.
And to me, that will make me successful. So it's not necessarily like an amount of money, a certain job or title, but it's just knowing that every single day God is getting the glory out of my life, and I think that's making me successful.
Awesome, that's good. Okay, so let people know how to get in contact with you, social media, and again, well, we talked about the website, so how to get in contact with you if they want to book you and how to follow you on social media.
So my social media is the same thing for Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, Advised by Amber. And you can book me on my website for speaking engagements, for career college consulting, or for life coaching.
Okay. And then now just one last thing. I want you to look into the camera, and I want you to encourage the next author, and I also just kind of want you to close out the show in prayer.
Okay. So to an aspiring author out there, if you're writing a book, I say definitely keep at it. Don't overextend yourself. So what I mean by that is you don't have to write a whole book in a day. If you just spend an hour a day just writing down, even if it's just an idea or your chapters, you can definitely do it. And just be honest. You don't have to be the best speller or anything like that. There's people out there who will edit your book. Just get it out. And even if you're not a person who likes to write, talk it out. Like, you can talk. There's a lot of different things you can record your voice on and then have someone to write it up for you. So just stay encouraged. You can do it and work at your own timeline and no one else's.
Good. All right, now let's go ahead and close up the show with a little bit of anointing.
Okay. Lord God, we come to you today thanking you for everything that you are doing for our lives. We thank you for every door that you're opening, and most importantly, we thank you for the doors that you're closing that are not for us. And we just ask that you bless this show and tell gospel in Paris and her vision. Lord God, we ask that you just continue to get the glory out of her ministry, and that you will put her name in the hearts and the minds of people who can take her to where you are calling her to be. We just thank you, and we love you, and we will always give you the glory and stay bold and courageous. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Well, I didn't want the prayer for me. No, I'm joking. Whatever the Lord put on y'all, pray for the whole world. Okay, guys, you have been tuned in to Show and Tell Gospel with my lovely guest, Amber. Please follow her on all social media at Advised by Amber, and visit her website as well. Get the book and book her. And hey, college students out there, parents of any high school students, if you need help, she helped somebody get $23,000, not $2,300, $23,000. And college is expensive.
It is.
You already got your master's. I'm in the process of getting my master's. It is not cheap. So please, college students, high school students, please contact her if you need some help getting scholarships, if you need some help with your resumes, if you need help with interviewing, if you need help with life coaching. She is a facilitator of success. So please contact Amber. You guys have been tuned in to Show and Tell Gospel, where we are always busy keeping God famous. Follow us on all social media at Show and Tell Gospel, and follow the hashtag Show and Tell Gospel. Until next time, guys. Bye.